You know that concept about keeping up with the Joneses? Back in the day, the Joneses were the people next door to you, and you wanted to keep up with them. You wanted to have the new car like them, the same house as them, maybe add on an extension, buy another car, the 2.5 kids. That's how most people did the comparison thing. It was the person right next to them who was probably making similar amount of money to them, living a very similar life to them, and it was just whether they wanted to buy the fancy tea set or buy the diet, like simple things. In 2021, can you believe we're in 2021? In 2021, what has happened with the age of social media is you think the Joneses is the multi-millionaire who flies to Dubai once a month. That's who you think you should be keeping up with. Really, you don't need to be keeping up with anybody but yourself. The only person you should be trying to beat is yourself. But, society, life, this human nature thing has us comparing ourselves with other people, a detriment. Don't do it. Don't fall into the trap of comparing yourself to other people. But if you have, you're here and it is what it is. I want you to start thinking about using social media as a tool. Not as entertainment, not as trying to figure out what to buy, who to follow. Think of it as a tool to get what it is that you want in your life. Because real life is lived in real life. And the comments that you leave on social media, the posts that you disagree or agree with vehemently, don't change anything. In reality, it's probably just skewing your perception of what's happening in the real world. For example, the media would have you believe that there is a disconnect between men and women. If you can go more detailed into it, black men, black women, white men, white women, media will have you thinking that there's a disconnect, that these people hate each other or something. But I want you to look in your own life at the men and women in your life. Do you know anyone who's married? Do you know anyone who's partnered? What has your dating experience been like? That's what you need to focus on. Because I think it's not helpful to focus on this grand idea of black women, black men, when really you're not doing anything to improve your situation. So if I look at my own life, this is just an example of how social media is just wild. Social media is just wild. I know a lot of married people. I know a lot of happily married people. I think they're happily married. People my age, right? I'm 31, who are happily married, who have kids. I know a lot of people who, have difficulty in relationships. It's not just one thing. So the black men and women that I know are not only in wonderful, happy relationships, and they're not only in terrible, unhealthy relationships. We run the gamut because we're human and we're all having a human experience. So there's going to be a spectrum of people who are in a relationship and who are not in a relationship. I think it's much more important to focus on what's happening in your own life than to go on the internet, on social media, and focus about the theory of people and relationships, because that gets us nowhere. In reality, there are plenty of black men and black women who love and appreciate, respect each other. And there are also a plethora of people who don't, people who have issues, people who are never going to get married, people who've never been in a serious relationship. There exists both. And I don't think the way that the media portrays these relationships has necessarily been helpful. What we often see is celebrity culture, entertainers who got money maybe quickly, who have an exorbitant amount of money, who do not live regular lives. And so their relations can't be regular either. But somehow that has become the new standard for relationships, for success, and what it is that you should attain. If you separate yourself from those aspects of social media, I'm sure your life will improve. So I don't follow any celebrities and I don't follow celebrity culture. I used to really, because I thought that celebrities can give us really good examples, case studies for how we can improve our life. And I still partly believe that. But I don't follow celebrities much anymore. There are going to be pieces of information that I get because everybody's talking about certain things. However, I do not go out looking for it, and I definitely do not follow them because it's not real for my life. I am not living on $5 million estates with a bunch of people, wait staff, and everyone's like, that's not the world I'm living in, and it's really not the world I want. I do not want anything like that, because those worlds come with their own set of problems. I like my problems. I like the problems I have. I'm good with these problems. They are I can handle them. I do not need celebrity problems, okay? I am not interested in that. But social media should be used as a tool and not as a way for you to compare yourself to other people. I also don't think that you should be looking to social media exclusively to buy things. Like, if you just follow a bunch of people who are selling you things, everybody's trying to sell something. I don't think that's a good idea either. I think when you're ready to spend money in this consumeristic society, I think you should seek out what it is that you want, seek out the best deals, and then purchase. There are times when I absolutely abhor social media and I take a break because I just can't deal with nothing no more. And there are times when I use it specifically to work toward a goal, like my YouTube channel. The goal here is to help people and then get monetized and all that stuff. But the goal here is to impact the world in a positive way, share my specific point of view, and to follow people who also share that point of view. So when I use social media, it's to research something, it's to connect with people I actually know in real life, it is to learn, grow, evolve as a human being. Those are the things I use social media for. I'm not using social media to compare myself to other people. I'm not using it and thinking that everything that I see is real, because half the things are fake. It's just not real. Like, it's just not real. So I really encourage you to take breaks from social media, to really decide if you need all the social media platforms, to really decide if following celebrity and celebrity news makes you feel good on the inside. Like, experiment for yourself about what works for you, what doesn't work for you. But I'm telling you, because of how toxic social media is, I'm very sure that if you take a break from it, you will be able to notice the differences in your life. Just saying. Let me know what you think in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, share this video with someone you think it can help, and thank you for watching.